All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay. Going to start this off by saying this video is being recorded with the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. Phone's been impressive. I got a lot more to show you. Now, let's talk about my Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now, recently I told you guys how great my Pixel 9 Pro was. I traveled, and the phone lasted about 48 hours, and I got about 8 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time. So decided to switch and put my SIM card into this device and check it out and see how well this phone would do competing against the 9 Pro. And I've compared them in the past, but now I've had these phones for a little bit of time, and you know, the XL has broken in. Remember, I was having a lot of problems with the battery on the XL, and then all of a sudden factory reset, clear things out, and boom, it's good to go. So nothing's different. I told you in a previous video that this phone kind of matches the 8 Pro in battery, and that's pretty much about the same. This phone gets a little bit less in battery than the 8 Pro, believe it or not. I don't know what Google did for the optimization on the 9 Pro, but these phones literally are identical in their setup, apps, everything, and usage is the same thing. I don't know what it is, but this phone just doesn't blow the 9 Pro out of the water when it comes to battery. I was able to get about just under 8 hours of screen on time. I didn't take a screenshot on the last portion of it, but I was at 50% and I got just under 4 hours of screen on time. So with this phone, it went into a 2-day cycle on a charge. But it ended with less than 8 hours of screen on time. And again, I forgot to take a screenshot. Had maybe, pardon me, had maybe about 7.5, maybe 7:15. So it gets a little bit less battery than my 8 Pro in pretty much every scenario that I've had. Have put it through, and it's kind of strange because again, these phones are set up the same. This phone is a great phone when it comes to overall performance, battery life. Is it acceptable? It's cool. I mean, I could deal with 7.5 hours of screen on time with 2 days, 48 hours of usage out of this phone right here. I think it just comes down to size of this. But even though the Pro is a smaller version, you know, it just comes down to which one you prefer. A lot of people are going to go for this bigger version because they want the bigger screen and the little bit bigger battery. But I've found that in my usage of using both of them, I've even used them both side by side before, and you know, I just don't see the difference changing. This phone has always been a little bit less in battery than my 9 Pro. So what have they done? What did they do to this phone, or what did they do to the new Pixel? Because the Pixel that's new is actually the 9 Pro. That's the newest model. Did they do something different with that particular phone? No one really knows. They're going to tell you that they're identical. It's just a smaller variant, but something is there. And because a lot of people report that the 9 Pro has really good battery. And some of you guys are reporting that you get 10 hours of screen on time with this phone, but you don't get 2 days with 10 hours of screen on time. I haven't seen anybody report 12 hours of screen on time with 2 days of charge. No. So more realistically, you're probably getting about the same as me. You're just using yours, wearing it down more in the same day. So if I bang this phone for straight through and just put a video on or just play games all day, I might get 8 to 10 hours of screen on time, but it won't last 24 hours. And I don't know of anybody that has done that. I would love to see that. 2 days out of the Pixel 9 Pro XL and 12 to 10 hours of screen on time. Just don't see it happening. I'm pulling down 7 to, let's just call it 7.5 flat. We'll just say 7.5, pretty much on every charge, and it's lasting minimum 36 hours. So that's not bad. I just wanted to see it trump I want it to be reversed. You know, I wanted this one to have more battery life, at least an hour more than the smaller variant. But the fact is, the smaller variant just has better battery for me in my use case scenario. So I don't know about you, but this phone is definitely a powerhouse. It's beautiful in every single way. And I think that more people should get their hands on the XL, but more people should get their hands on the Pro model. If you can get past thinking you need the biggest screen, I'm not talking to anyone directly, the average consumer who might be looking at both of these phones, the Pro model is in fact a big display. It's a 6.3 inch display. So you don't need something this large to daily drive. But some people, I guess by today's standards, if you don't have a large screen device, you don't have a phone. And it's weird how we call 6.3 inches small these days, isn't it? So just wanted to follow up and let you guys know, man, hey, I did, in fact, use this device in the same form factor, in the same fashion, the same manner as I did with the 9 Pro, and the 9 Pro just did better. I mean, I probably could have pulled in 8.5 hours to 9 hours of screen on time because I had 15% left with 8 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time and 2 days off the chart. I mean, that's just phenomenal battery. So nonetheless, the 9 Pro is still an awesome phone in my usage, and in my uses in general. I just haven't been able to pull past like this long charge cycle and have a really deep stage of battery usage. Again, some of you guys are reporting 10 hours and stuff like that, but you're definitely not doing that with 2 full days on a charge. I just don't. Well, I shouldn't say you're not doing it. I shouldn't say you're not doing it. You can tag me on social media and show me your screenshots with 48 hours of charge and 12 hours. I'd applaud you. I congratulate you if you're able to do it, because battery life definitely depends on the user and not the phone. In most cases, most of these phones who have the same battery, but it's still man-made though. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything causing my phone to use more resources than yours. It could be anything. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Quick discussion and recap and follow up here. The Pixel 9 Pro XL, still awesome, still beautiful, still rolling, but the 9 Pro just gets better battery life for me. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.